After tragedies like this, the finger pointing, it always begins. And one lawmaker who's taking a lot of heat right now is Republican State Representative Wes Virdell. Just moments ago, Virdell voted no. I'm sorry, it was months ago. Virdell voted no on a bill that some say would have improved the state's emergency response plan, complete with outdoor warning sirens and new emergency alert systems in case of a disaster like what we saw. The bill, which would have cost $500 million, it was never passed. So why didn't Representative Virdell vote for the bill? We want to ask him now. He joins us live. Republican State Representative Wes Virdell, who represents Kerr County, which is the place where I'm staying right now. Really appreciate you being with us, Representative. Surely, of course you would have voted for it had you known that this was going to happen. But I guess what was going on at that time? Why didn't this pass?
Yeah, it was actually kind of taken out of context in the article that brought that forward. But when we look at the bill, I got to ask the question about the bill. Wasn't on my mind. Asked my team to look through it, and they said, no, it's a bad bill. It creates a council that has no transparency. It's actually exempt from transparency. And when we create government commissions or anything like that, there should be full accountability for that. And it didn't actually have money for funding of the emergency warning systems. It was just the money for creating the commission is all it was.
So is there already talk now of some kind of warning system? Because we had the meteorologist on earlier who said, this alert from the National Weather Service came more than 3 hours before the event, but for whatever reason, these campers and people up and down the river didn't know about it.
Yeah, we talk about sirens. If you think about, I have a siren 200 yards from my house, and I don't hear it if I'm in my house. If I walk outside and I can hear it, they test it once a month. That could apply to this. What we really need is more cell service in that area. There's
Is the cell service bad near the camp? Okay. I'm just wondering, with the camp,
it's really bad. Yeah.
With Camp Mystic and so many of these camps being so close to the river, do they have protocols in place in terms of having someone? We had General Honore on saying you must, have someone watching the river, especially if you know that there's like a flash flood warning.
In the hill country, especially at the headwaters of Guadalupe, this is just not something you expect. Even if there was flash flood warnings, you don't expect a 30-foot rise, especially at the beginning of the river. And unfortunately, that's what happened this time, and people did not expect that. And people were very high up in several of the campgrounds, and the water still came up 30 feet, and unfortunately took some of that.
Yeah, and I just think the timing, too, with it being the middle of the night and the warnings coming at 1:15 in the morning,
Yep.
A lot of people were asleep. There was no way for them to know, especially if there wasn't a siren right outside their house. You represent this county where I am, Kerr County. So the people here are so nice, by the way. My heart goes out to everybody here. It's a wonderful place. It's going through something terrible. What are the biggest challenges, would you say, right now? What do you want the country to know?
I'd like the country to know we truly appreciate the amount of support and items that have come pouring in and donations to help us. It shows, how great this country is and how great the people are, despite sometimes people think that we're losing this country, but we're full of really amazing people that step up to help when needed.
Do you think you have the resources you need at this point? Just driving around today, we've seen it's like helicopter after helicopter. It seems like the cavalry has arrived.
I'm not the emergency management expert, but just being on the ground, and we flew in the air too, looking over, I feel like there's a lot of resources right now. I'm sure it's possible that more could be used somewhere, but from what I can tell, there is a lot of resources there to help us right now.
Yeah. Well, Representative Wes Virdell, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.